Hi, I'm back again. This time I'm going to talk about how to move around a single line of text. So in the last little screencast we were moving around the entire file by going up and down and jumping from one line to another. But one of the cool things about Vim is it makes it really easy to navigate or move the cursor around just within one line of text. Let me show you what I mean by that. So if we open up, let's pick another one of these files, maybe string.c. How about that? So here we are, we're back in Vim, and let's suppose I wanted to move down to line 8, so I'll press 8G, and let's suppose I wanted to move around this particular line of text. It says copyright C, and it has the author of Ruby here, actually, whose name, we all know him as Mats. His real name is Yukihiro Matsumoto. So let's suppose so here I'm moving around the line of text just by pressing H to go to the left and L to go to the right. But it turns out there's a faster way to do this, and you probably saw this in Vim Tutor. You can press B to go to the beginning of the current or previous word, and E to go to the end. So here I'm pressing E, and I'm going to the end of the word, and B, I'm going to the beginning. A couple other variations on this is if you press capital E, it sends you to the end of the entire series of words that may be connected by punctuation. So that's just a little variation on it. So if you want to go faster, you can press capital E, or to go to the end of all those words, or capital B to go to the beginning. If I just press the lowercase e, you can see I just hit each particular punctuation character there. So if I press lowercase b, again I'm hitting the minus sign, the number, the parentheses, like that. Here I'm pressing capital E, and it takes me to the end of the entire series of words. So that's one fast way to move around a line, just to go one word at a time by pressing B or E. Another way is that if you want to go to the very beginning of the line, you just press the caret character. That's on my keyboard, it's Shift 6. So the caret will take you to the beginning, and the $sign, that's Shift 4, will take you to the end. So caret to the beginning, $sign to the end. And if you're familiar with regular expressions, those are actually the same. They have the same meaning in regular expressions. I mean, the beginning or the end of the line. And then the last super useful thing about Vim I'll mention now about how to move around in a particular line is to search for a letter. So let's suppose I hit caret and I go to the beginning of the line, and I want to find where the word Yukihiro is, and I want to change it to my name and pretend that I am the author of this file and not him. So I could just hit LLLLL and go out to the to that name, or I could do EEE, what I was just talking about. But there's an even faster way, which is that you can search for a particular letter using the F command. And this is really useful, and I use it all the time. So if you press F, now you'll see in the lower right part of the screen the letter F appear. So that means I'm going to search for something. It actually stands for find.
And I did see there's a direct.
And now what will happen is if I press a letter, the cursor will jump to the next occurrence of that particular letter. So let's say I want to go to the beginning of that name, Yukihiro. So I would search for a capital Y letter. So I'll press capital Y, and the cursor jumps immediately to where the capital Y is. Let's try it again. Let's say I wanted to go to where the next word is, Matsumoto. So I can say F. Again, you see the F appear in the lower right. And now if I press capital M, it takes me to the, where that capital M appears.
So
this is one of the nice things about Vim, is it's super easy to, quickly move around a single line of text without having to, hold down the arrow keys and kind of wait for the cursor to move around. A similar command is capital F. So if I press the capital F, on the lower right you see the capital F appear there. And that means the same thing. It means find, but if it's a capital F, it means to search backwards. So it moves to the left. So if I press capital F and now capital Y, it takes me back to the capital Y from that word Yukihiro. And if I press capital F and let's say left parentheses, takes me to where the left parentheses is.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons I really like Vim, is it makes it very easy to quickly move around within a single line of text, even if that line is very long.
That does look like
So let's,
that.
let me press J. I'll move down to the next line. So to move around the line of text again, I can press L, 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 L to go one character at a time, or H, 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 H to go to the left. If I press E, it takes me to the end of each word, or B takes me to the beginning of each word. And again, I can do capital E to go a little faster, and skip punctuation.
Okay.
If I press F, now it'll search for the next occurrence of the following keystroke. So if I press F, let's put a comma, it takes me all the way out to that comma. And if I press capital F, it takes me back to the last occurrence of the letter. So if I press the number 2, it takes me back to where the number 2000 is. If I press capital F, capital C, it takes me to the C there. If I press lowercase f, it'll take me to the right. So I'll put lowercase f and, I don't know, put a lowercase y. It takes me all the way out to the y. So this is something you should really practice. If you get the hang of these few keystrokes, it'll go a long way when you're using Vim. The BE for before and end, and the F for find. And the other two things I mentioned were the $sign to the end and a caret to the beginning. So why don't you try that out on your own and see if you can get the hang of it.